Welcome to another Tech Tip Tuesday video. In this series, we're going to be looking at Google Jamboard, and specifically, I'm going to be looking at Google Jamboard on the iPad. There is a web version of Google Jamboard, but the Google Jamboard app looks a little differently, or works a little differently than the web version. So here's what the app looks like. It kind of looks like a yellowish orange J, I guess. And so you just simply tap on that to launch that. Now, what Google Jamboard is, it is an interactive, collaborative whiteboard space that you can share with students. Students can work on together. It's just basically anything that your brain can think about. That's how you could use this whiteboard space you can do with Google Jamboard. To begin, I'm going to start with just starting a new Google Jamboard by selecting the little plus symbol down at the bottom here. It's going to create my Jamboard. And then we're going to kind of go over the basic layout of the tools. So across the top of the Jamboard, you see the navigation bar right here. And what that does, if I tap on this, this shows me my frames that are in the Jamboard. And I can add frames by simply clicking on that or tapping on the little plus symbol, and then I can navigate from one frame to another by simply tapping on, and it'll take me to that particular Jamboard. I also have the three little dots there that I can duplicate if I need to. If I've done something on that one and I want to duplicate it, I can also change the background, and you see you have a few little options of some different backgrounds that you can select for the Google Jamboard. Not tons of options, but you do have some. So there is that. I'm going to cap off of that. I'm going to tap back on this white space to come back to my Jamboard. I'm going to come over here to the right or left-hand side of the screen and talk about the tools here. And of course, the first tool is just a marker or a pen. You can have a pen. There is a marker, there's the highlighter, and then there's the brush, and you have the different colors that you can use. A really cool thing with the iPads is you also have these assistive drawing tools. And what this is some really cool tools. The first one is writing recognition, although I find that it doesn't really work that well. But basically, I'm going to tap on that, and what it does is it lets you, when you write something, it takes it, and then it takes it from your handwriting and turns it into text. And so that one worked pretty well. I've had varying results in that. Now, you also have the ability to do the same thing, but with shapes, if you will. So if I choose that assistive drawing tool, and then I come out to my drawing and I draw a triangle, it'll take that and it'll translate it into a triangle. If I draw a circle, takes it and draws it into a circle, and so forth and so on. The last one is really kind of the cool one. This is just kind of a really cool intuitive drawing tool. And what this is, I'm actually going to kind of go to another frame so you can kind of see this. But what this does is it uses some AI, and it tries to interpret what it is you're drawing, and it gives you some shapes. So for example, if I start to draw something, you see down below, it's giving me ideas of things that it thinks I might be drawing. And then if I see what I'm drawing, I can easily just tap on it, and it replaces my drawing with that drawing that it went out and found. So that's kind of that's the assistive drawing. The next one is just the eraser. So obviously you can erase things with the eraser. Then you have your selector. The next one is the laser pointer, and what that does is if you're in some sort of a Google Meet and you're using this as an interactive tool with the students and you want them to view and you're trying to work stuff out on this little laser will let you draw on the screen and it disappears. So it helps to draw attention to the location on the screen that you want the students to focus. And then the bottom we have the little plus symbol, and this is where you can add other items to the frame. Sticky notes is just basically a little white note, so you just simply type some text there, hit the little check, and it's going to put that on it. You can move it around, you can resize it, you can rotate it. You're limited somewhat in your ability to format that text, but that's that. Images, you can always upload images right from your iPad. You can go to Drive and grab things from your Drive, but the other really cool thing is that you can actually turn on the device's camera and actually take a picture with the iPad camera, and it will put it directly onto the frame. And the last one on here, we're going to skip the image library. There's stickers. And so there are a few stickers. You can tap on that, and you see there's a few that are kind of built in here. So if you want to do somehow acknowledge student work, you could simply select a sticker, and then you could put that on there, and now you've given the student, you've given some feedback on the student. You put a sticker on there. So that's really Google Jamboard in a quick little tutorial on it just to kind of give you an overview. In a future video, I'm hoping to look at give you some various ideas of how you could possibly use Google Jamboard. Oh, wait a minute, one more thing before I go. I forgot, up in the upper right hand corner, because this is a Google product, it's shareable, really easily shareable. So here's where you can add students to this, or other teachers or employees or whatever, and that gives them the ability to view the document and or actually work on it. So you could have two students working on one document together, and you also see that you also have the ability to share the jam or set as a PDF. So that's just a couple things I want to make sure you knew about Jamboard. Watch for future videos on some ideas about how to use it in the classroom.